What is up, y'all? I finally have another My Thoughts and Opinions video for you guys. Y'all, I feel like it has been so long since I've done one of these videos, but I really do feel like a lot of makeup brands these days are not coming out with full collections. That's why I haven't been doing them recently. You guys know I love to do a full My Thoughts and Opinions video about a full-on collection. But this day and age, I really do feel like a lot of makeup brands are just dropping like 1 to 3 products at a time, and that's it. As to where I want to say maybe about 4 or 5 years ago, they would be coming out with full collections. Like Kylie Cosmetics, I feel like I haven't seen a full collection from them in such a long time. As to where you guys know before she would come out with like the birthday collections, the Kris Jenner collections, like all her collaborations, and it would be a full like product, assortment. Like say for example, it would be like eyeliners with like eyeshadows and eyeshadow palettes and like blushes, like just different things. And then now I feel like everyone is just coming out to like 1 to 3 products. And I feel like Jeffree Star low-key too is kind of falling off a bit as far as full collections. And you guys know that he loves to have full on collections. But I really do feel a lot of these makeup brand owners are starting to see that there is an oversaturation of product in the market, and they don't want to overwhelm the consumer because it's obviously a bit much. Like I've said this before numerous amounts of times when I've done My Thoughts and Opinions videos. I forget exactly what brand it was, but they came out with a Simpsons collection to where they had like, and I'm not exaggerating, I want to say it was 8 palettes within that collection, as well as just so many other different things. And I was like, this is just way too much. Like this is overkill. Like I feel like a good collection would be like, I would say maybe like 6 to 8 products, and I just feel like even that no brands are doing anymore. Today we are going to be talking about Jeffree Star's new Orgy 2 collection, which I do have the original one, so I will be making several references to this palette right here. Like y'all, for some reason I feel like a little skeptical of even saying the damn name on YouTube. I feel like YouTube is so sensitive that I'm like, can I even say Orgy on here, But I did do a review of this palette, and I do want to say that was monetized, hopefully. I don't know. So we're going to be talking about his full collection within today's video. Before we get into this, can I ask your guys' opinion? You guys can be so for real with me. You guys know I do not get offended by nothing. Okay. I know that I said that I would do a review of the ABH Beauty Balm, but it's just been way too damn hot, and I'm just like, I can't. Like, I literally cannot sit on camera without the AC on because I'm going to sweat, and I can't sweat while applying makeup. Do you know what I mean? So I obviously throw on a little bit of makeup before filming these videos with the AC on. I want to get your guys' opinion. This is the Beauty Balm right here. Do you guys feel like this is too dewy? Like, you guys know I like dewy skin, but like, is this too dewy? Like, be so for real with me, because I'm like, I kind of like it, but then I'm kind of like, oh my gosh, I've had it on right now for maybe 10 minutes, and I feel like if I were to like go about my day, even if I was just running errands with this, I feel like this would be a bit much. But right now I feel like, oh wow, it looks very hydrated, it looks very nice, but then I'm just kind of like, oh, maybe it's a bit too much. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that, because this is actually my first time trying it, even though I've literally had it now, I want to say for about 2 weeks, but I put it off like trying it because I was like, oh, I'm gonna do a review, but then I'm just like, it is way too hot. It's 94 degrees today, and I just can't do a review. So I'm just like, you know what, I'll just tell you guys about it and like wear it, and this is it right here. And actually this is set. Okay, this is set. I literally set it with my Hourglass Veil powder, and I'm just kind of like, oh wow, that much still like goes through. I'm just kind of like, it looks like it's not set actually, but it really is. Anyways, make sure you guys let me know what you guys think about that. Let me shut up. I gotta get a drink of water, and then let's get into this collection. So just so that you guys know from the jump, this collection does come out on August 23rd, which is actually really soon, 2 days probably after you guys are seeing this video. Now I do want to start this off by saying, and y'all know I have always said this about Jeffree Star, and I love the fact that he's still continuously doing this, because he did announce recently that he is like doing a whole new website. I feel like a lot of brands out there like don't have their products listed before the actual launch, and I don't like that, because I love that you can just go to his website and look at the like new coming soon collections and actually budget for what you want, and you could read the details, the description, and about the products, so that way you know ahead of time. So say for example, if you guys didn't watch like his little reveal videos, because y'all know that he's still not doing YouTube reveals, which I'm so sorry, I think is really stupid. I obviously know that everyone is going more towards short content. I know that more people watch Instagram Reels and TikToks than they do YouTube videos these days. However, I feel like when you're doing a full collection reveal, I feel like that's just way too quick of a video to do a full reveal, especially when you're coming out with multiple products. I liked the YouTube version of it because obviously you can go into detail about every product. But say for example, if you're not those people that even watch the type of content, you guys can just head over to his website and take a look at this stuff. And I really do like that he does that, because then obviously you can look at everything. I'm gonna go ahead and start from the bottom of the list. He is going to be coming out with 11 products within this collection, but obviously some of those 11 products are merch type of stuff or accessories, I will say. So I do want to start at the bottom with the makeup bags. One is labeled as a large cream travel bag, the other is labeled as a chocolate handcuff bag, which is $50, which I want to say I feel like is low-key kind of pricey, because it actually looks smaller than the large cream travel bag. Now I do have to say, I love his bags. I actually have one of his makeup bags that's like marble, and it's like, I don't know, it's kind of like this size. And then I have one that's like a square, and then you zip up the top and or zip open the top, and then it like opens up. Now it sucks because I really do feel like I need a size in between that. I feel like I have a black one that I want to say is from the cremated collection. And I really, really like it. It holds a lot of stuff, but I feel like it's too big to travel with. And I feel like, I don't know, it just takes up too much space within my luggage. And then the other one is a little bit too small to fit all my makeup that I would take with me on travel. So I'm just kind of like, damn, I need an in-between bag. And this one does look like it would be a good size, but then I'm just kind of like, oh, I don't like the cream. You know what I mean? I don't, for some reason, I don't like the color of that. I would prefer like a black or something. And low key, I feel like it kind of looks a little bit basic if I'm being real with you guys. Like, I don't know. I don't know. But it does look like a good size. Now that retails for $45. The chocolate one retails for $50. I really want to talk about his hand mirrors because y'all know I love his hand mirrors. These to me are so damn cute. I feel like these are going to sell out, being that they do look like his mascara, which I forget the name of his mascara. Oh, it's called like the F-proof mascara. This is what this is giving right here. And I have to say, I think it's super cute. I really do want the black one. Like, y'all, I love that mirror. I think it is so cute. I don't know why for some reason in the picture, like it looks smaller than his other mirrors, but I wonder if it's the same size. But I have to say I really like it. I think this one is a bit more expensive than the others. Oh yeah, it's just $2 more expensive. So his other mirrors are $30. These are $32. But I'm going to be so for real with you guys. If this is going to be permanent with his line, I would hold off on these because I feel like he always does do a mirror sale. And y'all, when he has a mirror, there was like, I want to say before Christmas, was it? I forget when it was. Maybe it was before Christmas or like last time he did a sale. I want to say I got like his mirrors. I got them for a bunch of people for Christmas. They were like $12. Like they were $20 off. So just throwing that out there, I kind of would wait a little bit to see if he does a sale coming up soon because, you know, $32 is a bit expensive for a mirror, but obviously they are custom designed and he does have to like purchase, you know, custom, like, how do you call it? Like a machinery to make these, you know? And then also let's go ahead and talk about this Orgy mini tan backpack, which is $65. I am just not a fan of that. It's giving like bootleg Loungefly, and I don't know, I just don't like it. No offense. But also too, like, I'm so sorry, like even those Loungefly backpacks, like I would never wear one of those. Like, yo, I got a big ass back. Can you imagine me walking around with one of those little backpacks? It looks like a coin purse on my back. Like, I'm just not gonna do that. So I feel like his bags are like the same size, so no. So when it comes down to the accessory part of this, before we get into the makeup, I have to say the only thing that I really like are these mirrors. I feel like they are so damn cute and I really want one, but I'm just way too cheap. You already know. I'm like $32. I'm like, no, I could wait until Christmas time when he does some sales. Now let's go ahead and get into the products right here. He is coming out with new beach proof eyeliners, which I have never really tried those. But to be quite honest with you guys, I've never really been a fan of liquid eyeliner on myself or a pen eyeliner on myself. I really do like it when I am doing other people's makeup. I find it to be way more convenient than using a brush or using like one of those like those, how do you call it, like the pins that you have to like dip in, you know? I just feel like for me, I don't know why, I like to use like a regular old like pot eyeliner with a brush on myself. I feel like I have more control. So I've never like really cared to purchase these, but he is coming out with 3 different colors. They retail for $22 each. And then he is coming out with the Orgy 2 eyeliner bundle, which does come with 3 of them for $56. I have to say, actually, the colors of these really do look nice. I love that like camel color and the brown color, and then obviously the black. I feel like this is a good little collection right here as far as colors. I feel like all those colors are really, really nice. This is what it says on the product details. It says, with just one swipe, you get a fully pigmented, long-lasting formula. It says the bundle includes the 3 shades. And then, you know what? For some reason, I thought there was going to have a little bit more details as far as like, is it waterproof or what? Because it is called beach proof. And no, it doesn't say on there. Another part of it says right here, makes wave with the newest beach proof eyeliner shades from the Orgy 2 collection. Our beach proof eyeliner features a pointed felt tip for easy application and seamless precision. Yeah, but I don't remember if these are like waterproof or whatnot, or like not smudge proof or something, and it doesn't say within his little details section. But I want to say that it is, like from my memory. I'm all looking at the regular ones right here, and I'm like, no, it doesn't even say right there. So maybe they're not smudge proof, maybe they're not waterproof, but then it's called beach proof, so I'm a little bit confused right there. I did talk about these before, but like I said, I've never tried them, so I don't know if they are. Anyways, y'all, if you guys have those, please let me know how you like them, because I do have to say, like, I really do love that camel color and the brown color, but I don't know, it's just not really something that I would use, you know, very often. Let's go ahead and talk about these new lip arousals. Now, these are supposed to be a super, super plumping lip product. Now, I have to say, I have a love-hate relationship with like plumping lip products. Like sometimes I like them and sometimes I like that like over the top like tingly feeling and then like to see my lips get bigger. But then sometimes I'm just like, damn, it's too much. It lasts too long. Do you know what I mean? So I'm so curious to know how these are, because I have to say I think I like the regular lip injections, the regular one, but then the extreme one I feel like is a bit too much. But then sometimes I like that. Yo, I feel like I'm bipolar when it comes down to like plumping lip products, because I'm telling you, sometimes I'm like, oh, I like the feeling, I love the tingliness, and then sometimes I'm just like, damn, it's way too much. Like, I don't know, I feel like I'm like sensitive to it some days, but then not some days, if that makes any sense. Maybe some of y'all can relate out there. These are the colors of them. I have to say the colors are really, really beautiful. I don't know why, for some reason though, I feel like I've always said this, I hate the component of his lip gloss like products. Like, I just feel like it's so, I don't know, it's giving me like, what's that called in Seattle? Sky Needle, Space Needle, whatever the hell it's called. It's giving that type of vibes, and I just kind of don't like it. But the colors are really beautiful, and then he does have a bundle of them. So you get all 4 shades for $75, or they retail for $22 individually. I have to say I like the one that has the little tiny hue of pink, which is the second one in. And then he also does have it in clear too, if you guys are interested in that. If you guys purchase those, please let me know how you like them, because I want to know, because he made it seem like they're like super, super tingly, which I'm just kind of like, I don't know how I feel about that. Now, let's go ahead and get into the Orgy 2 palette. This is what it looks like right here. So now the difference with this one is obviously it is still all a bunch of nudes, but this does have 15 shimmers and 15 mattes, as to where the original palette right here is just 30 straight mattes. Now, I have to say I do like this palette. I have always said I feel like this is a beautiful color story for working makeup artists out there. If you're freelancing, this is a really good palette to like put into your kit and take with you, because obviously you do have every single assortment of like lighter shades as well as deeper shades and everything in between. You have a little bit of cool tones in there, a little bit of warm tones, and then all these light shades. In my personal opinion, okay, and I think I did make this comment before when I did do a review of this palette, I feel like there's just way too many light shades. I totally get it, obviously, when you are coming out with a 30 pan eyeshadow palette. Obviously, you want to have a good assortment of colors, but I'm just like, realistically, a lot of these colors will show up the same on everybody's skin tone, so it's really not that necessary within a palette. But I have to say, and I said this within my review of this actual palette right here, is that one of these color stories is very necessary if you guys are working makeup artists. I do feel like it may be a little bit overkill if you're just doing makeup on yourself, because it's like, realistically, do you need all of these matte shades right here? Do you know what I mean? Especially because a lot of them are very similar in color. But if you are a freelance makeup artist, I feel like this is a great color story. With that being said, though, and I think I said this before within my review, I would personally find it to be low-key kind of embarrassing. And y'all know I'm not a prude at all. I'm sure if you guys have heard me before on my little podcast, like, yeah, I'm very out there. And obviously, I'm very unfiltered. But when it comes down to me freelancing, that's the professional side of me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to go to, like, a bride's house cussing and talking trash and all that. Obviously, I'm going to show my professionalism. I would be embarrassed to pull this palette out. Like, y'all, like, just imagine you're doing it like a conservative bride, and she's just very, like, imagine she's like that type of girl that's like waiting till marriage to like have sex, and then you pull out this palette right here, and then her mom's like super, super conservative and like a church goer. Like, imagine that. Like, it would be like, what the hell? Like, it's just a bit much. It's a bit over the top. Obviously, it's very on brand for Jeffree Star. This is where I'm like, this palette is a catch-22, because I really do think that it is great for freelancing. I feel like it's a great color story for freelancing, because you have all your nudes right here and they are all matte, so it's super, super easy and convenient. But then it's kind of like, ooh, do you want this showing in front of your clients? Do you know what I mean? And from what I have been seeing about this new Orgy 2 palette is that it's actually a little bit more graphic on the outside than this one. And y'all, I totally get it. It's very on brand for Jeffree Star, but it's giving like Jenna Jameson. It's giving like Pornhub. You know what I mean? Like, it's a bit much. Like, obviously, I feel like, look, when it comes down to Jeffree Star, y'all know he is very much out there. And I don't think that he's really keeping in mind, like, all these working freelance makeup artists. But I do keep that in mind. Because when you have a color story like this, I feel like in my head, like, as a working makeup, well, I'm no longer a working makeup artist. But as I was before, I feel like this type of color story I would look at and be like, this is perfect for your kit, because it does have all those matte nude shades that you would need for various skin tones. And this is a really good color story. But like I said, it's kind of like, y'all, like, look at the outside of this palette right here. Like, I don't even know if I'm allowed to even show this on YouTube. Like, I feel like it's, you know, you got this naked man out here who's like all chiseled and ripped, and Jeffree Star's hand right there. Look, I think it's cute. Obviously, it is meant to be very out there, and it's meant to be very, you know, adult-ish, but at the end of the day, depending upon who you take this in front of, you know. Now let's go ahead and talk about the color story, because once again, obviously this is supposed to be a part 2. Now I have to say, I don't know if you guys remember, and it pisses me off that, shout out to Renelle Smith, I know that she sent me the mini Orgy palette. Like, I got this one right here. She sent me the mini one, which was all shimmers. I want to say it was 9 shades of shimmer. And I, for the life of me, cannot find that palette right now. I know it's probably in my garage, like buried in all of my makeup stuff, because y'all, I've been avoiding going to my garage because there's no insulation in there. There's no AC and it's just way too damn hot. So I like stepped in there to like look through a couple of my makeup drawers in there. And I was like, okay, nope, don't see it. I got to get out of there because I started sweating. But what bothers me about this is like, okay, you have those 9 shades, which were kind of like nude shades. And then you have all of these 30 shades right here. So I don't really understand why he came out with this palette right here. I feel like it's just a little bit too similar to the first palette, and I don't really understand why he would come out with a part 2 of this and especially make it so similar. The only real difference is that here you have 15 mattes and then 15 shimmers, as to where this is all mattes. And look, once again, this is a pretty color story. It is obviously very, convenient when you guys are like freelancing and stuff like this. Like I said, I feel like a palette like this may be a little bit too much if you're just one individual person, but I don't know. I feel like it's too similar to the original one, in my personal opinion. I do have to say there is a little bit more warmth, and then there is a little bit more cool tones in these. But yeah, other than that, being that I have this one, I would not purchase this like at all. And it is $62, which is a little bit pricey, but do keep in mind you are getting 30 eyeshadows in here. Once again, 15 shimmers and 15 mattes. I just think it's way too similar to the original one. Like, I totally get it. Obviously, it's a part 2. Clearly, it's meant to be somewhat similar. But in my opinion, I feel like it's way too similar. He actually is going to be having a bundle of the Orgy 1 and the Orgy 2 for 105 pallets, $105. I don't know, just like looking at these two side by side, in my personal opinion, I just feel like they are way, way, way too similar. And I feel like if you have this one right here, and then especially if you do have the Orgy mini palette, it's kind of like, you wouldn't really have the need for this bigger one. Do you know what I mean? But I want to say he said on his Snapchat or Instagram stories that like the Orgy palette was like one of his highest selling palettes of all time, which I could totally understand, because obviously, once again, it is a very convenient color story and works on several different skin tones, and it's a great color story for freelance makeup artists. But I just wouldn't come out with something so damn similar, in my personal opinion. Now, in this one, which is really weird to me, because you guys know that like Jeffree Star normally has like a variety of different types of like bundles that have some merch included in it. As I mentioned before, he is coming out with a bundle that does have the Orgy 1 and 2. He does have the eyeliner bundle. So he does have several bundles, but not mixed in with like the merch and things like that. He is going to be coming out with the ultimate bundle that comes with the new Orgy 2 palette, all 4 of the lip arousals, and then 3 eyeliners for $181. So if you guys are interested in that, you are saving some money right there, because the total would typically be $216. I'm a little bit too dumb to do the math right now. Okay, originally $216, but you would get it for $181. Overall, I have to keep it real with you guys. I'm curious to know about the lip arousal products, and then y'all, the mirrors. The mirror to me are the star of the show. But when it comes down to the palette, I just feel like it's way, way, way too similar. If you guys don't have the Orgy 1, then maybe you guys will like it because you're getting 15 mattes, 15 shimmers. But if you have this palette right here, and especially, once again, if you have the mini, it just, I don't know, to me, it's just way too repetitive and way too similar, in my opinion. Anyways, if you guys pick up any products from this collection, please let us know what you want to purchase. Please let me know if I'm like way, like, I don't know, overthinking it about like it being way too similar. Am I the only one that thinks it's way too similar? Like, looking at them side by side, I'm like, okay, like they're just, I don't know, they're just way too similar, in my personal opinion. But make sure you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions about everything. I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, Girl Scout.